Ouch! Ow! My leg! I can move it, so I guess it's just a sprain. Huh? Where? I'm not at home, am I? It can't be. It's so dark. I can barely see a thing. Is this the school? Ah! What's going on? What the hell is this place?
There's a loose board lying on the ground. Though scratched and banged up, it seems to be fully intact, and not much worse for the wear.
Is that Seiko? Seiko! Seiko! Oh, this isn't good. That really hurt. My ankle's in pretty bad shape.
Heavenly Post. Third student reported missing. One by one, the young students of Heavenly Host School seem to be disappearing, as now a third student has joined the ranks of the missing. Classmates testify that 5th grader was on her way home from school, but got separated from her friends in the hall and hasn't been seen since. Police are investigating the possibility of a serial kidnapping and have assigned countless investigators to the case in hopes of a speedy resolution. However, 10 days have already passed since the first disappearance, giving parents and classmates ample cause for concern.
Seiko! Seiko! Oh, thank goodness. She's still breathing. Seiko! Come on, Seiko! Wake up!
Naomi? What's up?
Don't you what's up me? I thought you were dead!
Where are we? What's going on?
That's what I'd like to know.
Oh, it ain't budging. These windows are sealed up tight. And it's pitch black out there. I can't make heads or tails of what I'm seeing.
What the hell is going on?
Well, this is clearly a school building.
Don't the desks seem unusually small to you, though? Like an elementary school.
An elementary school?
It can't be. Can it? What is it?
The printout on the wall. It says Heavenly Host Elementary. Notice to all faculty and students.
Heavenly Host? Isn't that the elementary school that preceded Kisaragi Academy? The one that was shut down and demolished?
Oh God, what's happening? Where the hell are we? And where are our friends and Miss Huey?
Calm down, Seiko. Don't get so worked up.
Sorry.
Seiko and I just stood there in silence, hand in hand. It was the first time in my life that I'd been shaking so hard I could hear my teeth chatter. I'd become completely lightheaded and couldn't even think straight, much less wrap my brain around what was happening to us. I kept telling myself, it's all a dream, some horrible nightmare. But no matter how hard I wished for it, I just couldn't wake up. And the silence was the worst part of it all. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something. Anything. Hey, I don't have the slightest idea of what's going on. But how about we try finding a way out of here?
A way out?
We can't just stand here quaking in terror. We need to do something, you know? Besides, I don't want to be in this creepy place any longer than I have to.
But the windows are sealed shut. And I don't just mean they're stuck or locked. It's like they're decorations on a wall. I don't even think they can open. Is it even possible to leave this building?
I'm not sure, but there might be an entranceway, or an emergency exit, or something. Some means of getting outside.
You're right, and it's a lot better than just standing around. I feel like I'm gonna go all loony in here if we keep this up.
Okay then, first step is to leave this room. We've got to keep our spirits up. After all, it's probably not just the two of us in here. The others have to be around here somewhere, right?
Yeah, and if we can reunite with them, we'll find a way out together.
That's the spirit. I had no reason to believe any of what I just said. I was probably delirious, to be honest. But I knew that if I didn't act, I'd start to go mad. I'd start to scream. I'd be inconsolable. So in desperation, I put on the strongest front I could manage.
Direct the eye toward any character and press the X button to learn more about him/her. When you're done, exit through the door on the southeast side of the room to resume play. Satoshi Machida, a 17-year-old student in Kizaraki Academy Senior High Class 2-9, fairly average but popular, known for being both kind and cowardly in equal measure. Despite his timidness, he's very personable and open, which complements his general sensitivity toward others and makes him a natural leader. The one person ever to challenge that leadership is Naomi, who is, consequently, the only person whom Satoshi regularly defers judgment. Naomi Nakashima, a 16-year-old student in Kizaraki High Class 2-9, and a classmate of Satoshi since junior high, frequently greets Satoshi with, "Oh no, not you again." Having lost her father a few years back, Naomi and her mother now depend on one another for moral support. Still, she remains optimistic and cheerful. Her home life has given her an interest in nursing, which she intends on pursuing. She spends her time studying, aiming for acceptance to medical school. Seiko Shinohara, a 16-year-old student in Kizaraki High Class 2-9, lives very close to Naomi and generally accompanies her to and from school each day. A free spirit, she often says or does things that take others by surprise, though she's easily forgiven due to her good nature and amiability. Her mother disappeared 3 years ago, leaving her with 3 younger siblings and a working father. As such, she basically serves as head of household. Seiko seems to regard Naomi as a kindred spirit. The two frequently have long conversations about their many dreams for the future. Yuka Mochida, Satoshi's 14-year-old sister. Though she's an 8th grader at Kizaraki Academy Junior High School, she looks and acts much, much younger. In the Mochida household, Yuka's always been the princess, generally getting her way and thus never shedding her childlike behavior. Despite this, she yearns to grow up, often attempting to act older or braver than she is, which sometimes gets her into trouble. Sakataro Morishige, a 16-year-old student in Kizaraki High Class 2-9. He's been in theater club with Mayu since middle school and developed a real closeness with her. He finds socializing with anyone else to be more trouble than it's worth. However, he typically regards his other classmates with indifference. takes a great pride in his family heritage, and reacts violently if anyone makes fun of his name. The only exception is the nickname Mayu has given him, Shig. Mayu Suzumoto, a 16-year-old student in Kizuraki High Class 2-9, somehow looks much tinier than she actually is, but possesses a big heart and a bright personality, accepts anyone and everyone with open arms, never playing favorites, which has earned her nearly universal regard amongst all her fellow students. Unfortunately, due to familial circumstances, this was Mayu's last day at Kizuraki High. She'll be moving shortly and transferring to a new school. Ayumi Shinozaki, the 17-year-old appointed representative of Kizuraki High Class 2-9, often subjects his classmates to ghost stories and revels in hearing them scream. It is generally believed that she carries around candles and other horror goods with her at all times, just in case an opportunity presents itself to use them. In truth, however, Ayumi wears this reputation as a mask to hide her own fear of the unknown, which rivals even Satoshi's in intensity. When faced in any truly scary situation, her knees give out and panic sets in. Only her personal pride can break her out of this fear-induced state. Yoshiki Kishinuma, a 17-year-old student in Kizuraki High Class 2-9, often regarded as sarcastic and cynical, but as far as he's concerned, he's just being honest. Although generally not one to participate in events, his fondness for Satoshi and Ayumi means he will make an exception now and again if either is involved. With an intense drama at home, Yoshiki currently works part-time after school to afford rent on a small apartment where he lives alone. Ms. Yui Shishido, a 23-year-old 11th grade English teacher at Kizuraki High, just started this semester after passing her teaching exam and is eager to make an impression. Although not a perfect instructor by any means, her unjaded zeal and enthusiasm are infectious, and her students seem generally responsive to her methods. Also serves as a teacher's assistant during homeroom for Class 2-9, and really seems to have it connected with the students there. A lone frog soaking in formalin sits up on the top shelf, eagerly waiting dissection. End character introductions and return to game?
Come on, Naomi, let's go!
Right.